Bonjour and welcome to the preview of the monkey forecast for 2020. Today we look at your fortune in the year of the metal rat. I will list the years for both the beginning of the cycle and also monkey years and famous people too born under the sign of the monkey. Then we're going to break up the forecast based on health, wealth, career, love, and travel. So if you haven't already, please watch this video, link above and link below, the preview of 2020, the year of the metal rat, to get a feel for the lessons that the metal rat energy is going to bring forward to all of us. Monkey people are known for what? Their robust energy, their intellect, and their wit. Bored monkeys, though, aren't a good thing, right? Because as opposed to some of the other signs, you have so much energy that especially when you were younger, it probably got you in trouble. But as you grew up, you learned how to channel this energy, right? So guess what? There's going to be plenty of opportunities and excitement for you in 2020. So you're going to have an outlet for this energy. As a matter of fact, if you're not careful, you're going to end up exhausted, yeah? So monkeys are clever, they're charming, and they're very quick-witted. The monkey is full of tricks too. And as I said, very, very intelligent and innovative. Monkeys make great problem solvers and they thrive on challenges. And like I say, they get bored easy too because they are so smart. Monkey people have a way also of basically mastering anything that they put their mind to. They don't like to settle down into compartmentalized jobs or compartmentalized life, actually. They like adventure. Monkeys are known for their humor, they're very friendly, and they like to be the center of attention. They're usually surrounded by people too. Now that being said though, sometimes change, and especially sudden change, can be overwhelming for the monkey. But I mean, hey, it could be overwhelming for all of us too, right? And this is especially true if they haven't instigated the change. So if it kind of just comes out of the blue, say your spouse or your parents suddenly, throw something on you, oh, we're going to be moving at the end of the week, that could be just way too much. And you can suffer from anxiety and panic attacks too. The good news is there are going to be many new opportunities coming your way in 2020. Bad news, each one of them will be a change and also somewhat of a challenge. But it's not a bad thing because you will have the opportunity to say yes or no. 2020 is going to be a very powerful year for you for new beginnings and actual change. The good news is you'll have a little bit of time to maybe decide which direction you want to go in. And because things are already shifting right now, you're starting to get a little bit more optimistic and a little bit hopeful. So you're going to start the year with this energy, and that's going to help a lot because it hasn't been the best of times the last 5 years or so for you. It's been kind of a trying time. But finally, it seems like the right people are starting to notice you, both personally and professionally. All of that hard work that you've been doing is starting to pay off. So this will be a much better time for you, and you'll be in a much better situation or headspace to take advantage of these many opportunities that are going to come your way. Your personal circle of friends also looks like it's going to be growing, and your life's going to be filled with many more exciting situations too than it's had in several years. In particular, your career looks like it's going to really pay off and you're going to be bringing in more money. But more about that in a second. This year, the big lessons for 2020 for our monkey friends are you're going to have to make definitely a concentrated effort on what you want to bring it forward. Rat can be a dynamo of energy, and they generally excel when they live a structured life. Monkey doesn't really like structure because to them it's kind of boring. It's the same thing over and over and over. It's a routine. Who needs that, right? But see, that's going to be one of the lessons. And there can be major changes both at home and at work. So you need to be prepared. It would be ideal if you could remain confident and not panic or jump to conclusions because change is part of life. The best way to handle this, though, is through communication and talking this out. So if suddenly your parents are moving or, you get a transfer at work and it comes out of the blue, you're probably going to feel overwhelmed. But talk it out, talk to your parents, talk to your superiors, and see if this is actually a good thing happening. Because not all unexpected changes are bad, right? So let's break it down by health, wealth, career, love, travel, and just take a general overlook, okay? So health. Health is really important because it doesn't really matter how much money you have if you don't feel like spending it or you don't feel well enough to travel or to do anything fun, right? So health is going to be very important to you in the future especially. And it looks like you're going to be okay for the most part in 2020 if you can stay balanced and not spend too much time or energy doing things that drain you. The rat energy can really leave you feeling tired and even exhausted because you're going to have so many more responsibilities, especially at work. But it's not just going to be at work though, because you're going to have all these invitations to parties, invitations to work events, invitation to even vacations are going to be coming your way. So it's going to be exciting and you're going to want to take advantage of them and you're going to want to go to all of them, right? But you just can't. You're just not going to have enough energy for all these busy activities. If you push yourself and don't get enough rest, you're likely then to catch a cold, and if you don't take care of yourself while you're ill, then it could turn into pneumonia, the flu, or something worse, right? So it's really important that you rest, eat right, and try not to stress. Get yourself on a self-care regimen now before you start the new year, and this can include gym time or exercise time as well as quiet time, time for meditation, self-reflection, journaling, something like that. Even if it's reading or painting or doing a craft is fine, but you're gonna need that time to recharge your batteries. You can also do more outdoor activities such as walking, hiking, jogging, or cycling, because that's a really good way to burn off some of this excess energy that may end up making you anxious or fearful of these changes, or make you feel like you're pressured to take too many of them on at once to these opportunities. So it's really important to find an outlet or you will end up stressed and you'll end up worried over trivial things and blowing them out of proportion. So once again, it's really good to have somebody you can talk to, a trusted friend or your spouse, someone to talk to about how things are unfolding that can kind of help you see that yes, lots of changes are happening, but they're all really for the best. Because if you stay worried and stressed, it will rob you of the happiness that you really deserve after especially all the hard work you've been putting in. The other important factor with your health is watching your diet and drinking enough water. And you need water all through the day to help flush out the waste from the body. So especially if you haven't been eating the best or if you've been drinking a little bit too much, really up the water. So yeah, overall it looks pretty good. Just try and stay calm. Make sure you do factor in time for exercise and downtime to recharge. So what is the money going to be like? What's the wealth outlook? Well, it looks like all the hard work you've been doing is going to pay off in 2020. You will see more revenue coming in, but you must also keep an eye on it that it doesn't flow out just as fast, okay? It's advised to add to your nest egg or savings as well for bigger purchases down the line or in the coming years. 2020 isn't going to be a year to buy a new home or make a big purchase like that. And probably not for a year or two. And part of that is related to your career. Not that you're about to, lose your job. That's not it. It's more likely that you're going to get a promotion or an offer to move up in the company in another location. So it wouldn't be wise to buy a house and then turn around in 3 months and get a promotion that's going to send you across the country or maybe even to another country. So instead, use this time to build up your savings and have a little bit of fun too. Don't go crazy. Don't go crazy, but spend a little bit of money having fun too, because the money is going to come in. Career, which is, like I say, that's a big issue for 2020 is your career. The big lesson with 2020 is teamwork. You're a natural born leader, and sometimes it's difficult for you to include everyone in the project, but everybody plays a part. All good leaders know this, and they play towards the strengths of their teammates. So in doing this, you will succeed, your team will succeed, and your business will succeed. And also make sure that you use your creativity and your input wisely. Don't just jump out there and make a big change in how things are done at your office or your company, thinking that this will be a big improvement, because you may not be seeing the big picture and it could actually backfire on you. So once again, communication is vital, and that's going to be a lesson in all your endeavors in the year of the mental rat. Actually, you can expect so many new career opportunities to pop up that it's going to be overwhelming. That's why it's wise to have a plan or at least a direction where you want to go. And that could be, that you want to leave the area you're at. You want to leave the city, let's say, or you want to leave the country and move to the city. Or maybe you want to move across the country or across the world. And that's something that's going to mean a lot to you in the long run. So knowing that when you're offered these jobs or these possibilities, that gives you a direction. If it's going to move you away from what you want, then maybe it's not the best thing to sign up for. The downside is there's probably going to be a very short window for you to decide. So having a plan, having that good communication with your spouse or with your family will also help. Talk it through. Try not to stress over the opportunity. And if it looks like it's actually going to move you closer to your goal, whatever that is, then yeah, go ahead. If not, pass on it and know something else will come along, because it will. And the other thing is, don't get so stressed out, because no matter what happens, if you take it or not, you're going to land on your feet. You're going to be fine. So, okay, love. The 2020 monkey prediction for love is pretty interesting, actually. It suggests that it's going to be a consistent year for married or committed monkeys. So you can expect things to, just kind of rock along and be steady and secure if you are committed. You're probably going to grow closer to your spouse as long as you can remember to talk things through and not jump to conclusions. Okay? Talk it through. You will also stress less if you come up with solutions together, right? They need to be included in this because it's definitely going to affect them. So make sure also that you schedule family time on your calendar, because if not, you're going to be so busy with work and all these other social engagements, you're just going to, not have enough time to see your family or visit with your children. And speaking of children, there is a strong possibility of having a baby in 2020, and it looks like it's going to be quite wonderful for you. So, okay, single persons will enjoy a pleasant time dating in 2020 with no shortage of prospects. People are going to be flocking to you in 2020. So yeah, there's going to be no shortage of available people wanting to, spend time with you. So your social life is going to be very busy anyway, because you're probably going to be working longer hours, and then there's work functions, and you're probably going to be traveling for work as well. But your social life will grow not just because of work. There's going to be new people, which could be possibly because you've moved, or new people moving into your area. Your social circle will grow and expand, and you're going to meet some really interesting and fascinating people. But pleasant company aside, it doesn't look like you're going to settle on one person. It looks more likely you're going to enjoy playing the field and maybe settle down in the coming years. So yeah, travel. Short trips, long weekends, family trips, work trips, vacations, even trips abroad are possible in 2020. You're going to be very busy, and travel will be very exciting for you because it's full of new adventures. You're going to meet interesting people, and you're actually going to see the world. So it's something that will play a big part in 2020 for you. When going abroad especially, try to avoid any kind of water travel or water activities to prevent accidents. And also avoid any dangerous activities when you travel as well. It's not the time to go zip lining. 2020 is not the time to go parasailing or anything like that. Instead, focus on exploring new places and get away from tourist spots and see how locals experience life. In doing this, you'll gain valuable insight in how other people live and also what's important to them. It's also advised, if possible, before taking a job some distance away, that you and your family travel to the location and see it, see the area, and then decide if you want to live there. The job may be too good to be true, but do you really want to live in that area? And if it's not possible, if the window is too short and you don't have enough time to travel to see the area, it's okay. I mean, like I say, either way, you'll land on your feet. It just may take a little bit longer to get acclimated to the area. So overall, 2020 looks like it's going to be a really good year for you. It's not going to be one of those years where it's going to rain down money and you lay on the beach. No, you will have to work, but you've been working. You've been doing it. You've been moving ahead in your career, and you've been dedicated to saving money and not overspending, especially the last 6 months or so, probably. You've taken a more active role in your finances, and that's going to really set you up for a better position to start 2020 in. You'll need to, of course, watch your stress levels and work on your communication, and perhaps learn to say no to some of these invitations that are going to come pouring in, because you can't be everywhere and do everything and then get up and go to work the next day. You're just going to have to try and find some balance with that. Definitely watch your diet, avoid the junk food, limit your alcohol, and really drink more water. Yeah, overall, it looks pretty good. I hope you found this general reading helpful. If you would like a personal reading, you can of course find me at Serenity. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe so you don't miss any videos. And I will be back soon with another video. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.